Program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. We've got our whole panel with us. Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi from Capital. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, work family.
Good morning, everybody. Harv, what's up today? How you been?
I'm pumped up a little bit, Harry.
How was your little mini vacation, man?
It was a little mini vacation. The
Where'd you
water
go?
water park in Sandusky.
Kalahari?
Yeah, the old
Nice.
Kalahari thing there. I'll be talking about that. Maybe just
You
a
see any
little bit.
tattoos?
I saw a lot of tattoos. I still got some
You
question
see any
marks.
hot moms?
4 out of
Yeah, you know.
3,000. I
Yeah.
actually told my girlfriend there was 4 out of 3,000 that were.
That's not a bad
Not too
number.
bad.
That's a good ratio for you.
Not
It's,
too
it's,
bad.
it's like Seinfeld said.
It's a family place. It's not for hot moms.
99% of the population, undateable.
248-539-9797. We're going to give you 1 hour of the mortgage real estate talk. Of course, we brought in Dan Dubinsky from downtown. If he doesn't strangle himself with those headphones,
Yeah, no, I'm trying
you're
to figure
definitely a
that
real
out,
estate agent. What's going on
Yeah,
over
I'm trying
there?
to get myself untangled here.
Holy
I'll tell you
moly.
what, you're talking about those places. I remember enjoying myself in one of those, those swim parks until the sun hit the water just perfectly, and I saw some dead skin and a toenail.
Oh, nice. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm
Way,
good for like
way to
one
wake
day
everybody up at 9 o'clock
just
on a
saying.
Saturday
Why
morning,
was the
Dan.
show so bad last week, guys? Oh, I don't know. The
Sorry,
best told a
sorry.
story about
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty
It's
water.
it's a nice day
Hey,
out. Holmes yourself.
So did you guys see the latest? Okay, the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, our boss, basically. Did you see what they did?
They might delay that, right?
Well,
Is that what
no,
you're talking about?
no. They fined somebody.
Oh, yeah, the $250,000.
They fined somebody $250,000 for false advertising. And we say all the time that there are a bunch of scams out there that people put our name or legitimate lenders' names on mailers or on advertisements and say that they're associated with a real lender when they're just trying to scam you out of their money. Well, the CFPB fined an entity $250,000 for implying that
They only act in
they
town.
were doing VA loans, and they were trying to dupe veterans into doing business, and that they were affiliated with the Department of Veteran Affairs and using the FHA logo.
So the company was called like National VA Mortgage. Something that
we won't
ties
say
it
the
in.
name, even though it's public knowledge. But it's deceptive advertising. They would say, Joe's Trunkier Car Mortgage Company has been endorsed by the Department of Veteran Affairs, and put the FHA logo and say, hey, we can do this. We can save you money, free, no cost, no points, 2% interest rate. So, guess what? They sent an advertisement out to mass mailer, out to over 100,000 consumers in multiple states.
It's funny you bring that up. My
They
neighbor,
get the VA logo
So
on there.
my point is that if you get anything in the mail or any mass email or a phone call from somebody that you don't know, call the people that you know, that you've heard of. Don't send anybody any money.
It's funny you brought that up. My neighbor across the street, they literally dead across the street. He's like, hey man, he goes, I got a letter from my lender about bi-monthly payments.
Right.
He goes, they're offering this, and I'm like, dude, I'm coming over. So yeah, I walk across the street. Let me look at it. Of course, it's not from his lender. In the smallest print humanly possible, it says not affiliated with ABC lender, and they want to do bi-monthly payments. When people advertise for bi-monthly payments, all you're doing is you're making 26 payments a year. So 26 divided by 2, you're making 13 payments a year.
Just make one
versus
extra
12.
full payment a year.
So you're making 13 payments versus 12 payments a year. Take your current principal and interest payment right now, divide it by 12, and pay $82 more a month, and you're doing the exact
Same
same
thing.
thing.
There you go.
don't
Yeah.
need to pay somebody, a $100 processing and handling fee to do this for you. Do it yourself.
Well,
Man
right,
up,
so-
be an adult, and make the payments.
So they go ahead and they advertise a distinctive program offered by the U.S. government in conjunction with this lender. They give you a separate phone number. They make you try to feel special, and then they rip you off.
That's what upset me.
And it
That's
says,
one of the things I get mad
it says
about.
on the envelope official, an American
they make it
Eagle,
look really
or,
nice.
a flag, something like that, so people think it's legit.
Pick up the phone and call us, and we'll let you know if it's real or not.
Right. As a consumer advocate show, of course, there's our first little tip for the day.
Right.
Get more people involved. Again, find out who these people actually are. Also, there's been a lot of crazy emails. I know I've had a lot of families calling
Crazy
me up.
email.
Emails, strangers, if
Did you
send
respond to these ones or
$1,000.
no?
No, I haven't done that
when
in
you won
5
the
years.
Nigerian lottery, you
Right.
actually did call on it.
I was able to
He actually
get
won.
then to send a elite.
I'm
oh
not
my
joking.
God,
That's
what a
not
nightmare.
a joke, guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just a chance.
248-539-9797. It's April 11, 2015. 60-some degrees outside. The sun is shining. Dan Dubinsky. Boy, this is definitely home buying season today. I'm gonna do an open house in Royal Oak tomorrow. Back at that new construction. I will have the address here in my pocket. I forgot what street that was on. I have it in my pocket.
You'll find new construction all over Royal Oak.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
this
we do,
house.
open houses Saturdays now are very popular. We do Saturday, Sunday open houses. You see a lot of people show up to both days.
So home sales have been up first quarter 16% due to the fact that, remember last year
love it.
when we couldn't get out of the tundra that we were in?
Right.
So first quarter last year was a little bit rough because of the weather. This year the weather's been a lot better.
Yeah. Well,
So home sales have been up 16%.
807 Hawthorne. You guys know that one. It's about a block from downtown Main Street.
east of Maine, north of 11
Is it
Mile.
one of the,
Great little pocket there.
Like
yeah.
a fill-in,
Total fill-in house.
Knock Nolan down.
This thing is so gorgeous. I love this house. I mean, it's 3 stories up. There's a basement too. It's unbelievable. So anyone
like
out
seeing
there, I mean,
that.
get out there and enjoy. Find out what's available in your communities if you want to buy up. Hey, find out what your neighbors are selling for. You might have enough built-in equity now where you can sell your property. Again, we're going to talk all about this morning. 248-539-9797. As we always bring you tons of information about mortgages and real estate. Mortgage rates have held pretty much steady now for the last few months. Of course, mortgage-backed securities have been holding steady, and that's the reason why.
You know,
a little bit of talk, maybe not till September. Yes, Alex?
You brought up a great point, buddy. About the market's back. A lot of these fill-in buildings and all that, which I think is absolutely outstanding. And unfortunately, with that comes people jumping back into the industry. I mean, the 4 of us in this room. We've been here. Through 2008. We've been. We've seen. Where's Caputo waving at me?
I don't know. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
I don't know.
Headphones.
We've seen the downside. We've ground through. We've had those tough years, and I think that the 4 of us, we're pretty conservative. We don't get crazy. I mean, you would drive by some of these conglomerate companies, and the whole parking lot would be filled with Maseratis and all the, all
Right.
this and other. And with the market heating up a little bit, I really want to stress to people, and I'm only speaking from the experience I've had the last couple of weeks. You got to deal with people that've been in the industry for a long time. I mean, all of a sudden now somebody's in the mortgage business when 2 weeks ago they were serving me sushi.
Well, listen, there's so many changes coming up. We always have changes in our industry, and August 1st they're going to combine the TIL and the HUD-1 settlement statement,
Right.
truth in lending disclosure with the HUD-1 settlement statement. You have to know
To make
what's
it more
going
confusing.
on. And, we're teaching that at our office. We have that class that we're educating our mortgage bankers to make sure that all our people who've been in the business for years and years know exactly what's going to happen, our entire staff. We'll be able to quote it. And we'll be able to make sure that we can point people in the right direction and make sure everybody's successful.
Yeah,
because there are some rules and regulations that are coming into play, Harvey, that are unbelievable.
And you have to
huge penalties.
you have to have somebody on point that knows what they're doing. You can't use a part-time mortgage person.
Well, and
part-time
last minute
realtor.
changes, it's about time, and Dan Dubinsky is going to attest to this. Last minute changes are going to create redisclosure that you have to wait 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be no more realtors pushing, hey, listen, we have to close this on Friday. Well, guess what? The borrower's rate went up or down by more than 1/8. We have to redisclose, and we have to push it back
Yeah.
by 3 days.
Wait,
So
let me-
you heard what
Even
I
if
said,
we want-
up or
right.
down.
Let me-
Even if we want to give a client a lower
Wait,
interest
that's right.
rate.
Let me
right.
clarify what Harry just said. So if we, for the sake of round numbers, if we quote somebody 4% on a 30-year fixed, and
Right.
rates go down before closing, and we lock them in at 3 3/4, putting the client in a better position, we have to redisclose. Which means we have to
Redisclose,
wait
and then
3
it's
days.
3 days.
There's a whole bunch of paperwork.
Yeah,
Right.
we had the title
Right.
company come in and do a little seminar on it.
Yeah.
We found out is, besides them renaming simple things and calling the HUD something different,
Yeah.
is that you're going to have to have 45 days as an average time to close now. In the
That's
bank,
right.
not 30, but just because of
Right.
everything they want. The 3 days is actually going to be 6 because they accept it by mail. They accept it but they don't accept it by a certain different typical things you'd think, email and that kind of
But
thing.
see, for our benefit, what I will tell you this is that I've always believed that since the lender brings the money, and Dan, you're going to disagree with me, that the lender should control the closing date.
I agree 100%.
All right,
Actually.
good.
Gentlemen, we're up against our first break. We got
Yeah.
tons of information to share with you. 248-539-9797. All your calls when we come back.
97.1 The Ticket. Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Lots of people lately have been asking me, what's the easiest way to pay my energy bills? Luckily, we have Edith here from DTE to tell us all about it. Edith, how you doing?
Hey, DTE Energy has many billing and payment options to make bill paying more convenient for our customers.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely. We have automatic bill payment. It makes it easy for you to pay your bill every month. The payment is automatically withdrawn from a checking account number or billed to the credit or debit card number that you provide.
Automatic payments are fantastic for people who forget things, like me. Wait, what were we talking about?
Let's talk about another option. We have what's called budget-wise billing. For the seasonal ups and downs of our Michigan weather, it levels out the playing field because you pay almost the same amount each month.
I gotta tell you, that does sound pretty convenient. What else do you have going on?
We have what's called an option for e-bill, paperless billing.
E-bill? That sounds amazing, right?
Okay.
In any event, you can pay using our automated phone system on your smartphone or online at dteenergy.com. DTE Energy, know your own power.
When it comes to cancer, why does better matter?
Better can make all the difference.
Better can make you a survivor. Better can help you fight smarter.
Better begins at the Barbara Ann Karmanos Cancer Institute. All we do is fight cancer. It's our sole focus every day. Our world-renowned cancer researchers and specialists are leaders in pioneering new cancer treatments. These advances help us develop better treatment options, and better treatments are proven to deliver better outcomes.
Could better save your life?
Or help you rewrite the future? Or help you make more memories?
You better believe it.
Whatever your cancer, whatever your prognosis, you can get the best care possible just by asking for better. Call 1-800-KARMANOS. Karmanos Cancer Institute. Better treatments, better outcomes, more moments.
Carl's Golfland, a store built by golfers for golfers. The largest selection of brand names in every department at the guaranteed lowest prices. State-of-the-art practice facilities open year-round. Always free club fitting with live ball flight. A staff of PGA professionals to teach you a better game and the most knowledgeable sales associates you'll find anywhere. And featuring the Launchpad Bloomfield Hills, the most advanced performance fitting center in the nation. Now, Adams Speedline Super S Black drivers were $299.99, now just $99.99. Or Nike men's TW14 golf shoes were $179.99, now $99.99. Or Callaway Hyperlite 5 stand bags were $169.99, now $129.99. Plus, register for a chance to win the Carl's Golfland Odyssey Putting Challenge, benefiting the Karmanos Cancer Foundation. One lucky contestant will putt for $500,000. See store for details. Carl's Golfland, Bloomfield Hills, Plymouth at St. John's, or online at carlsgolfland.com. Because when all you do is golf, you do golf best.
From the beginning, Charles Danner was never satisfied. He'd work hour after hour to create the toughest work boot, only to better it the following year, rebuilding it from the ground up. Today, as we create our lightest weight work boots, built with Gore-Tex product technology for comfort and protection, we're proud to say that it's more than his name that lives on. It's his determination to build the best.
Don't have time to talk? Send us a text instead. The Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text at 97136. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
Tired of the same old breakfast routine? You don't have to eat the same breakfast sandwich over and over. Defect to the next generation of breakfast with a warm, fluffy biscuit taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Grande Scrambler, or Cinnabon Delights. Only at Taco Bell. Wake up. Live Mas at participating locations.
If you ever miss Valenti and Foster on 97.1 The Ticket, you can always hear their highlights at play.it, your new podcast network for best-in-class on-demand shows.
Welcome back to the show. 9:16 Gorgeous day outside today. Definitely home buying season. We'll be talking all about it. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call all day long at Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, you can always shoot us those emails to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We return all the phone calls and emails. We got so much to talk about getting organized for your purchase. We touched off this morning a little bit about the CFPB, sort of a little consumer buyer beware type of thing, and some changes that are going to be happening in August. Turns out a couple U.S. representatives have actually reached out to the CFPB, Harry, and said maybe they could delay this new rule change. Instead of having it August 1st, right in the middle of the end of home buying season.
It's going to happen, brother.
They might go ahead.
It's going to happen. There's no delay. It's going to happen.
Let it go down.
It's going to happen.
They might lighten up a little bit.
I think what's unfortunate is the representatives, and I'm doing air quotes right now.
Yeah.
These are people that, they have no mortgage. These are, they have gazillions of dollars, and they have no idea what's going on. And all they're doing is confusing the consumers more. I mean, and what we do, at our office is, we have what we call a cost worksheet. We have to disclose this. This is not an application document. It's basically a spreadsheet that actually breaks down what you're really paying. Because if you look at a good faith estimate now, you have to disclose all the fees involved in the entire transaction.
There's no way your average consumer understands the current good faith estimate.
Not a bit.
They're not going to understand. So when the new one that comes up, so it's our job to disclose and explain it properly. So that's why we're going to continue to use our good faith estimate worksheet,
I met with some clients at Skyward. When was that at your office? On Wednesday, I think.
Every day this week?
Yeah, I'm there a lot.
Stop hanging out there. Yeah, you like to hang out in Royal Oak.
My buddies, they're right downtown. Okay. But what I do is, I do this cost worksheet where it actually explains, these are your closing costs. These are your taxes. Here's what you need at closing. Here's your rate. Whereas, the government documents now, they're such a mess. They make zero sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever.
Right. It's our job to disseminate the information, get it out to the consumer, and really so that they have a good idea. And again, what happened was there's different fees charged across the United States. Here in Michigan, for example, the seller pays the transfer tax, but the disclosure form shows the buyer paying it. So you can imagine on a $300,000 deal, Dan, when a buyer's looking at us going, what's this extra $3,000 fee here?
Yeah, they could have made it more, less confusing.
No, that's our job. 248-539-9797. Let's go we got Jerry out there. I believe, hey, Jerry at Allen Park. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Jer.
Thanks for taking my call. Just wondering what my options are. Talked to another company, and all of a sudden a banker from Minnesota popped up, and it's like I don't want to deal with people from out of state. Just under 18 left on a 6.0.
18,000?
No.
18 years?
18 years.
Yeah, okay.
About 90 or so. Houses in the area are going from 50 to 60. And just would like to go into a 15.
And you're on FHA currently?
Yes, that was my first house. Yes,
and what are houses selling for again?
60 to 50. There's been a lot of foreclosures in the area.
Jerry,
and
here's the good news, partner. I can do what's called an FHA streamline. I don't need an appraisal. I can reduce the term from a 30-year to a 15-year. The costs are very, very minimal. And that's it. It's a very, very simple transaction, man.
Okay. And, I'm looking at leaving the area, and something's going to be coming down the pike, I believe, and I want to leave the area. So I want to get as much money off the house as possible.
Well, cash out.
So, no, I want you to reduce the principal.
Okay.
So I think a 15 years is a great way to go, partner. Absolutely.
All right.
It's a very simple transaction. There's no money out of your pocket. We can cover most of the costs for you when there's FHA streamlines. It's a very, very simple transaction, sir.
Okay, and there's your local company. I want to be out of state and all that.
No, partner. I'm at 12 and Pierce, right in Southfield.
Right off of Southfield, yeah.
We're in Southfield.
Last time I checked, Southfield Road runs through Allen Park, but what do I know?
hey, I've gotten a ticket from the Allen Park Police there in Southfield Road.
I think everyone's got their ticket for Allen Park Police.
Yep.
It's when they drop that speed limit from 65 to 55 on the way to the airport. That's where they get you.
Well, the
man.
guy sits there. They got a guy that sits up on the viaduct, and then he radios the guy down below.
Exactly.
You know that.
Jerry,
Jerry, I was that guy. I got that ticket.
Jerry, let me be calling like 45 minutes, and I'll take care of you, man.
Sure, that's all right. Your name is again?
My name's Alex Nafusi.
We'll hook you up, Jerry.
You got it.
All right,
yes,
thanks.
sir.
Thanks a lot.
Man. See you, buddy.
All right, lots
Bye.
of open lines. 248-539-9797. Freddie Mac and other
I like that
realtors,
call. That's
mortgage
a,
lenders.
That's a nice call.
Others, everyone's upbeat. Dan Dubinsky, you're upbeat about the housing market. Despite that cold, snowy winter we had really across the United States. Definitely cold here. I don't know, not as much snow as last year,
Yeah,
but
what was
definitely
that
a lot.
stat, Harry, you had earlier, 16%?
A little over 16%, almost 17% up in the first quarter over last year because of the weather.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm dealing with a lot of builders now, trying to find houses, and some they don't find, but they'll build for them. And these builders are kind of, they're in a little bit of a pickle because they know that they build a house 6 months from now, the house is going to be worth more than what it is now. And so we're going to see, I think, a ton of appreciation over this from a short 3 or 4 months time, from the beginning of spring to the end of summer.
Well, we'll see. There's not a lot of inventory out there. We'll see what that dictates the market too.
Yeah, but it's amazing how just when you have a lot of people out there, buyers with a little bit of supply, it drives the price up, and it's going to continue to do so. If you look at the history, especially last summer, multiple offers.
Well, that's what happened last summer. Last summer there was no business first quarter, and then all of a sudden, second quarter, April, May specifically, people jumped in the market. And then what happened is, by the end of the summer going into the fall, prices started to drop a little bit. In the wintertime, they were a lot lower than they were for April through June.
Right now, things are getting a little bit warmer, but we're not dealing with multiple offers. I pretty much anticipate in the next
you
couple
lying
months.
to them, but you are.
Well, they teach you that at school. We have 4 other offers, all cash.
Yeah.
Well, again, it all depends on
real estate class. There's a cash offer if we don't close Friday, and then the deal's going to fall apart.
I hope when Dan leaves here, he doesn't get like blackballed for telling us all the the inside real estate school secrets.
All the secrets.
Yeah.
But what people do, we went to Con Ed, and people, this closing date they think is sacred. The closing date is a general time period.
Right.
So if
You're
you close
gonna
within
take
that
so
time,
much hate mail from
well,
other
hey,
realtors.
it's the truth. So
It is the
you get
truth.
realtors, hey, you said you were going to close this day. Well, okay, we're going to close. We have to.
Well,
close
you know
a
what?
couple days later.
Alex loves it when I get the calls, and he'll hear me say, "Hey, listen, what happens if we don't close on Thursday and we close Friday instead? Do we turn into a pumpkin?"
Right.
What really happens? Nothing.
I've had it one time happen where they tried to kick us out, say we weren't closing, and it didn't happen. We actually closed 4
Did they
days
really
later.
pull the deal or
They
no?
didn't pull the deal because I don't know why they didn't pull the deal, but I think
because you can't get somebody approved, clear to close,
Yeah.
and moved in 24 hours.
and
That's why they didn't pull the
their
deal.
fictitious cash buyer wasn't really there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot to learn out there about
Tony
the
Soprano
mortgage
standing
world.
up
That's
with
for
a
sure.
bag of cash to buy your house.
Right.
Speaking of which, the Fed's on board with you guys because they think it's going to be the best year since 2007. Again, a little bit weaker jobs
Do they
report.
really?
However, yes,
I like
they're
that.
thinking big stuff. But the rates are going to be great. Again, the word on the street is maybe September. No one quite knows. And even if the Fed funds rate goes up, what's it going to do to mortgage interest rates? We don't know. Could it raise it 1/4, 3/8, 0.5%? It's something a little bit higher than probably
But
where the
again,
market is
it's
today.
so low right now. It's ridiculous how low it is. So I don't see why people are even questioning the interest rate.
Of course, the lack of inventory, Dan, you said there's not multiple offers on things. I'm getting a lot of it on this price range between 100 and 130,000. A lot of first-time home buyers. Yes, there's many, many families out there looking in that price range. Again, those people then are stepping up and buying the next house, a little bit bigger house for their family, a little bit more expensive. No, not a lot of competition even in that price range.
Well, the buyers that bought in 2009 through 2012, those guys have equity. They have a ton of equity. So now what they're naturally thinking is, do I move up? I'm glad they're not thinking of pulling the equity out and buying a jet ski. I know Alex's favorite.
That's my
situation.
favorite thing.
Yeah, no, but no, we're seeing these people that can move up because they bought smart. And what's nice is I believe we're going to see a continual graduation, appreciation, but at a smaller scale. Not going to go up 20% like it did.
All right, we got tons of information to share with you. 9:25 this morning. 248-539-9797. We'll try Steve out there in Yale, Michigan. Good morning, Steve. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good morning,
I was looking
Steve.
for a little help. I got a 15-year fixed mortgage. Recently, a new company, a small, I don't know, I've never heard of it before, bought out our mortgage. And we do online bill pay through our bank. And we made our first payment after they took over the mortgage. And it went out of our bank, and then it went back in. So we were nervous, and we called that company up and asked why. And they said what happened was there was a glitch when they bought over. They didn't get the paperwork, and they couldn't hold the funds. And since then, we've made two more payments, and they've all came out. And now we just got a packet in the mail from them saying our mortgage is defaulted. But the money's come out of our account for it. And every time we call, they're very polite, but we seem to be getting a runaround, and we're just trying to. I don't know where to go from here because we've called that mortgage company, and they're not really helping.
Steve, I'm glad you called, man. First of all, your mortgage is not in default. If you have copies of the cleared checks, there's legally there's nothing they can do. They're not going to foreclose on you. I'd like to actually get a hold of your mortgage company for you on your behalf and try to straighten it out for you.
Well, that's what his lender should be doing.
Well,
his lender should do that.
but we've got to track down the servicing manager of where that note was assigned. So we got to check that out for him, man. We got to make some calls for him.
Give me like a half an hour. Let me call after the show. I'll get in touch with their current lender for you, and I'll take care of it for you, man. No worries.
All right. Thanks for that call, Steve. Definitely, you got to fix that problem before it gets out of hand. When we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797.
Hello, and welcome to Imagination Minute, brought to you by Cash for Life Instant Games from the Michigan Lottery. Now relax, take a deep breath, and close your eyes, unless you're driving. Then keep your eyes open. Now, expand your mind and imagine what life could be like if you played Cash for Life Instant Games and won up to $5,000 a week for the rest of your life. Yes, that's it. You can almost hear those 12 cylinders of that fancy new sports car, can't you? Or the clarion call of an exotic Mediterranean cruise. Or imagine that dream home. No bigger. Yes, that's it. And when you consider that you imagined all that with just a few cheap sound effects, just imagine what you could do with the real thing. Play all 4 Cash for Life instant games from the Michigan Lottery. You could win from $500 up to $5,000 a week for life, plus millions in other cash prizes. Cash for Life from the Michigan Lottery. Just imagine.
Our family had a savings account until our air conditioner needed replacing.
We had a vacation fund before our refrigerator had a meltdown.
My family has no savings and our water heater just quit.
Sadly, sometimes it only takes one home system or appliance breakdown to bust your budget. But buying a home warranty from American Home Shield protects more of your hard-earned money because they help pay your covered repairs for you. For valuable free information, call 1-800-552-2216. Who wants to pour money into repairs for things like your air conditioner, refrigerator, plumbing, oven, or washer when you get the budget protection you deserve from American Home Shield? Service requests are subject to a fee for each trade called. Some exclusions and limitations apply. It's up to you. Pay for expensive home system and appliance repairs yourself or let American Home Shield help pay covered repairs for you. Protect more of your hard-earned money. Call for valuable free information, including terms, rates, and coverage at 1-800-552-2216. That's 1-800-552-2216.
Do you own or run your own residential roofing and siding company? Tired of the cheap competition, changing regulations, collections, and other overhead challenges? Consider partnering with Molnar Roofing. Work with a leader in the commercial industry. Take your business to a new level and add additional resources to your existing team. Inquiries will be strictly confidential. Please call 844-MOLNAR now or visit molnarroofing.com.
At Friendly Ford Lincoln in Monroe, it's not just a name, it's the way they do business. During the month of April, come in and get the best deals of the year on the 2015 Lincoln MKC and MKZ. Visit Friendly's state-of-the-art facility and take a test drive today. Experience the luxury and performance of the MKC and check out the stunning design and advanced technology of the MKZ. Friendly Ford Lincoln on Telegraph in Monroe, just a few miles off I-75 and I-275. Check out Friendly online at friendlylincoln.com. Remember, if it doesn't say friendly, it probably isn't.
Why look for fitness on a treadmill, or in a weight room, or on a stationary bike? Fitness is defined as the condition of being physically fit and healthy. Fitness doesn't have to come to you in such boring and monotonous ways. Chassé has a different path, and you're going to love it. Chassé Ballroom and Land Dance Studio in Fenton invites you to learn to dance. You will find something perfect for you. Here's Bethany.
We offer private ballroom lessons, group lessons, practice parties, wedding packages, and Zumba fitness classes, creating an exciting way to have fun and help you burn calories without even realizing it. Taught by the area's most requested and certified dance instructors. Life is too short not to dance. So go to ChasséFenton.com to view the ballroom dance and Zumba fitness calendars and start your dance journey today. Our website again again is ChasseFenton.com.
Chasse Ballroom and Latin Dance Studio, Silver Lake Road, Fenton. Zumba and Zumba Fitness are registered trademarks of Zumba Fitness, LLC.
Hey, baseball fans, want to score big this week? Go to scorebig.com to get the best prices on tickets to see the Tigers take on the Minnesota Twins Tuesday, May 12th. Save up to 60% on sports, concert tickets, and more. Go to scorebig.com and enter promo code TICKET.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by National Benefit Plans for Affordable Health and Life Insurance. Go to nbphealth.com. Tigers off to a 4-0 start, spoiling the home opener for the Indians Friday. 8-4 the final. Alfredo Simon gets the win, going 5 1/3, allowing 3 runs on 7 hits. 6 Tigers with an RBI, including a 2-run homer off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Joaquim Soria coming on to earn the save in the 9th. Game 2 between the Tigers and Indians later today. Coverage here on 97.1 The Ticket starting at 3:45. It'll be David Price on the hill against Corey Kluber. Red Wings wrap up the regular season tonight on the road against the Hurricanes with a point or an Ottawa loss. Detroit would see either Tampa Bay or Montreal in the first round of the playoffs. Coverage underway at 7:10 on CBS Sports Radio, AM 1270. Pistons hosting the Pacers last night at the Palace. Indiana holding on for a 107-103 win. Reggie Jackson with 21 points. 2 rounds through at the Masters. Jordan Spieth 14 under to lead the pack. Charlie Hoffman 5 shots off the lead. Tiger Woods, he makes the cut, tied for 19th at 2 under overall. I'm Kyle Bogey. More at 10 or at 971theticket.com.
The baseball team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Tigers live here. 97.1 The Ticket.
Right when I said he's playing great music, I don't even know what this is, but congratulations.
I like
Do you like that? It's 9:33. You've got it, the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call at Capital all week long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Definitely taking your calls here in the studio, 248-539-9797. After us, we got Dan Leach and Pat Caputo talking sports and social commentary all afternoon. Tigers definitely off to a great start. You can always call in with your little baseball stuff. We love baseball, of course, at Capital, so we always look forward to from our baseball consumers out there. Definitely want to do a mortgage. Why not do a mortgage with a guy that knows a little bit about baseball?
Yeah, you know what the best part of right now the Tigers' 4-game winning streak is?
You tell me.
Baseball's back, brother.
It's back.
Back. It's springtime. Sun is shining. The birds are singing. It's a great day for baseball.
It is definitely gorgeous out there. Hey, get organized for your purchase. Get your money together. Find out what it takes. Again, as I mentioned, call Capital Mortgage. Get that approval letter. Find out what program you could qualify for, how much money it takes, all the good stuff that we can share with you. A lot of families out there, it's all about the funds, are still thinking about home ownership. Find out what it takes. It doesn't take a whole lot of money. It takes some money. Not always, though. A lot of zero down programs. You got the rural development loans. The
takes
VA
good
loans.
credit.
Takes good credit. That's
takes
for
good
sure.
credit.
Hey, let's go out to our call. We got Steve out there in Jackson. Good morning, Steve. Thanks for calling in. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good morning, Steve.
We bought our house 2 years ago in February, relocated back to Michigan from New York, and we locked in at 3.25%. We did an FHA, though, and put right around 4% down. So 2 years later, we're here. We're paying $250 a month, roughly, in PMI.
Right.
And we're wondering, with our low interest rate, should we do anything? But the funny thing is, when we closed on the house, and the house was listed for $250, we offered $210, and we paid $230. They appraised it initially at $250. So when I called our lender, I was like, "Oh, great news!" And she's like, "Oh, that's a mistake." Then they appraised it at $210, which was our first offer. I'm like, "Oh no, what are we doing?" She goes, "Hold on." Then they reappraised it at $230. So, it's kind of that was the funny part, but that's where we're at. And I was wondering if you guys could help us out.
Yeah, Steve, it's a great call, man. Let me ask you a question. Why did you guys go FHA versus conventional? Is there anything else we need to know, the credit wise?
No, we were just relocating back. We had lost money on our house in New York. We didn't have a lot of cash.
Okay.
And we went through our company's relocation company,
Totally cool. Perfect. Here's what I can do for you, man. FHA increased their PMI. I think in 2012, their monthly mortgage insurance premium, they literally doubled it. And just a few months ago, they reduced it back by about 50%. So at an absolute minimum, we can cut that PMI in half for you. You said you're at 3.25 now?
Yes.
On a 30-year fixed?
Yep.
I mean, you're at a great rate. I'd have to run the numbers for you and see if I can save you enough. Because, FHA rates are nowhere near 3.25 on a 30-year fixed.
Right, that's right. And we got some, through the company, because with the whole program, we got points and all kinds of bonuses.
That's how you're ready to buy it down.
But Steve, there might be a chance if you could save money. Let's say you're paying $250 a month right now MIP. So what if the rate goes up a little bit, but you're saving money on the whole payment? Does it really matter?
No,
if you're not. If you're saving money,
I know where my money's going.
Right.
Exactly.
Steve, let me do this, man. Let me call after the show. Let me get the whole picture. Let me look at everything for you, and let's look at a couple options and see what we can do.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the call, Steve. And again, if you're listening out there, again, why not get a copy of that appraisal in your hand, too? I definitely want to see what that appraisal did say. What did you close at? What did the house appraise for? Then, if you do have some time, call your local real estate agent. A lot of families are doing this, Dan. You'll take the 5 or 10 minutes, go to the computer, print out all the most recent sales. It's called a comparable sales analysis. It doesn't cost you a lot of money to do. It doesn't take a lot of your time, and it educates your borrowers and your previous buyers. I mean, that knowledge is the stuff they need to know.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you have to go into like anything in life with some knowledge. That knowledge is power, and we see a lot of people that underprice their home, for sale by owners overprice their home. We're trying to put the price of a home where it's sellable and then maximize what you can get. But you also have to think of, and I know you'll like this area, appraisers. Because if it's something out of the ordinary, even though we believe that it has superior, appliances or whatever upgrades, sometimes the appraisers won't see those.
Right. Many reasons why you can refinance your house right now. Of course, Harry, if you got the built-in equity, and so many of the calls that we're getting now are families that bought in the last couple of years when they only put down minimum. They went FHA or conventional, but only 5% or 3.5%. Now they've got 20% equity just because of the appreciation of the homes in the last couple of years.
The appraisers are really busy right now. They're not only doing refinance transactions because the rates are low, because there's that built-in equity now, and people either want to take some out or maybe refinance to a lower rate. Drop the PMI just like the last guy. Maybe we can do that for them. But it's home buying season, so appraisers right now are really busy.
The stress in the market.
So what we try to do is we try to stress with our clients is that, listen, we have to be patient. You got to be patient with the time that it's taking appraisers to bring back a quality appraisal, and that's all I care about. I'm not so much hung up on the value. I just want a quality appraisal. I want to see quality comparables. I want to see the right square footage. I want to see the rooms measured properly. I want to see it done in a quality fashion where I can go back to our client, because the clients get copies of the appraisals. It's a law now. They have to get a copy of the appraisal. So when a client calls me up and says, hey, Harry, my house isn't 2,650 square feet. It's 2,950 square feet. The appraiser missed something. Right. Well, then it's up to us as the lender to go back to the appraiser and say, hey, listen, guess what? You missed a room.
Yeah, did you measure every room? And not only that, sometimes the city doesn't have the proper information. Again, a lot of the homes had add-ons and things where maybe there weren't permits pulled. So there's a lot of reasons why there is misinformation out there. The city doesn't always have it right, and the appraiser doesn't always have it right. So again, get more professional people involved, find out what the answers are, and hopefully you can save some money.
Well, appraisers are busy right now, but I'm just looking for quality workmanship. That's what I care about.
I just want a legit value. I don't want it too high. I don't want it too low. Just do your job. I'm not saying bring it in more than it's worth. Just bring it in. It's what it's worth.
Quality workmanship, man. Just do your homework, get your best comparables, and put the proper value on there.
All right. Also, tax season is kicked off. You guys, would you believe it? April 15th is just around the corner. It's this week.
Wednesday.
So a lot of families out there haven't taken advantage of these low interest rates. Here, you got another reason. Not only can you refinance your house, maybe pull a little bit of money out to pay off your income tax, maybe even haven't paid off your property taxes from 2014. Of course, the last bill went out December 1st. For the winter tax bill, you had till February, usually in most cities, February 15th to get that paid. Who hasn't paid their property taxes or income tax? Give yourself another reason why you might want to refinance the house and get your financial home in order.
So, Howard, what does it mean when I want to file an extension?
Well, it means that you have to sit down with your CPA, get the extension form out there, and send a check.
You still owe the money, though.
You still have to send some money. You have to send some money.
I tee that up for you guys?
Some money.
You still have to mail in the funds that are owed, okay? An extension is for the return itself, not for the money part.
Right. In the IRS, they want some money. You have to send something in good faith.
My first time this
year. How am I doing, all my CPA friends that are working their fingers to the bone till the 15th?
My buddy Roger, I'm like, just give me an extension. He's like, dude, you still have to write the check.
Right.
I'm like, oh, well, what's the point of an extension?
Right. Send them more money, right? They'll send you the difference. It's been really cool, though, the return of the buyers from 2007 and 2008. So many families out there that I'm running into, and they're still calling, had situations, whatever it was. They lost their jobs. There was a lot going on here in Southeast Michigan. But now they're back. They're ready to buy a house again, Dan. And there's opportunities for them. Again, there's different ways that they got away from their mess in the past. Did they include it in a bankruptcy? Was a home equity loan handled properly? Get your ducks in a row. Find out, because if you're considering home ownership, get this problem solved right ahead of time before you get...
Yeah, the way Alex did it, you sit down with them 5 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever you do with your client and understand where they need to be and what you're working with.
There you go. All right, 9:41. When we come back, all your calls, 248-539-9797.
97.1 The Ticket. Do you want to work for a company that's built on opportunity and innovation, where you can make an impact every day? Quicken Loans and our family of companies are hiring hundreds of new team members for mortgage banking, technology, operations, internships, and more. Join us for the Quicken Loans Career Fair at 611 Woodward Avenue in the heart of Detroit in Campus Martius from 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday, April 18th. And U.S. military members, veterans, and their families receive priority entry. The Detroit Free Press ranked us one of the 5 top workplaces in Michigan for the past 5 years. Plus, we've been named the #1 place to work in IT in America by Computer World magazine for 2 years in a row. So join us at the Quicken Loans Career Fair on Saturday, April 18th at 611 Woodward Avenue in downtown Detroit. And remember, you can apply online anytime at QuickenLoansCareers.com or call us at 800-411-JOBS. That number again is 800-411-5627. NMLS 3030.
Are you suffering with hearing loss? Are you sick of people constantly complaining that your TV is too loud? Are you tired of asking people to speak up? Would you like to hear more clearly, but you don't want to wear a hearing aid that makes you look old? Then you need to try Listen Clear, a life-changing breakthrough precisely designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost invisibly. And you can adjust Listen Clear to find the perfect way to hear everything, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And right now you can try Listen Clear absolutely risk-free with free shipping. We'll even give you free batteries for life. So call now, 1-800-661-9225. Listen Clear is lightweight and completely hassle-free, and it's practically invisible. Call for your 100% risk-free home trial with free shipping and free batteries for life. For free information, call now, 1-800-661-9225. That's 1-800-661-9225. 1-800-661-9225.
Hi, this is Don Powers, and we're talking with Sharif Medawar, multimillionaire and author of the free book, $1 Million Recipes to Real Estate Wealth.
Thanks, Don. I just talked with someone who used my secrets. His name is Michael, and he increased his net worth by $200,000 in the first 6 months. He's so excited that he's almost cut his work week in half.
Now, the book shows you proven formulas to make a fortune in real estate?
Absolutely. A single deal can put in your pocket up to tens of thousands of dollars or more. You don't need experience. You don't need a penny of your own money to invest. Literally, one deal can change your life.
And you're giving the book away free?
That's right. I've made millions in real estate. Now I want to help others.
Well, folks, to get your free book, call 1-800-700-8685. Hurry, supplies are limited, and this is an exclusive radio offer. To find out how to get your free book, call 1-800-700-8685. 1-800-700-8685.
They say life is about choices. So let me introduce you to one of the best choices you can make in life. Grainger Choice. The Grainger Choice product line has just about everything we need to keep this place running. From batteries to V-belts, safety to sump pumps. And with Grainger Choice, we can trust that every product is dependable and cost-effective. When it comes to making life choices, here's a great one. Grainger Choice. Get it? Got it? Good. Call clickgrainger.com/choice or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You make the decision to buy the home, then you're faced with what's next. What do we do?
We started at Realtor.com.
Realtor.com gave us a lot more current information.
Listings are pulled directly from the MLS every 15 minutes.
Once you've gone through all of that, the Realtor makes it happen.
We worked with the Realtor that really knew the area.
And he knew the market.
When you have someone who has the expertise, it makes it so much easier.
Realtor.com and Realtors. Together, we make home happen. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
97.1 The Ticket and the Detroit Beard Collective have teamed up to help you take care of your playoff beard. Because as everybody knows, better beards are built in Detroit during hockey season. Log on to 971theticket.com to register for your chance to win a prize pack from the Detroit Beard Collective. you could win 1 year of product or 6 months of product. Remember, Detroit Beard Collective strives to use all natural and organic ingredients to protect the best-built beards on the outside and underneath. Find out more at 971theticket.com.
We don't need replays. We get it right the first time. Just ask us.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. That's easy enough. Right here in Southfield. Why not deal with local professionals that'll help you save money and teach you all about it? Dan, you just said it yourself. Knowledge is power. If you're a first-time homeowner, find out. There's so much to learn. You know, I brought this up to a physician this morning. I said to him, do you have a lot of patients that come in and always ask you or tell you that their cousin told you about some ailment, and
I saw it on the internet.
I saw it. My friend, this person. It happens in every industry, but you got to get away from those people. Why are you one of those people? I mean, I'm asking the audience out. Are you one of those people that tells people stuff and you're not even licensed?
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on?
Yeah. People aren't educated. I had a guy the other day. He said, put an offer in. He said, well, I want to get a first right of refusal when I put this offer in. I said, well, I don't. It doesn't really work that way.
Okay, shooter.
Yeah, exactly. So but I sat him down and made him understand.
He's Googling things.
Yeah,
right.
made him understand how the business works. So I don't mind educating people, but when people just think they know what's going on, that sometimes makes it a little more difficult.
If you could see my Google search history, first right of refusal is not in one of the things I've ever Googled. It's not up there.
We've got some open lines. Want to hear from you? 248-539-9797. Let's go to Zach out there in Brighton. Good morning, Zach. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, partner.
Zach, what's up?
Oh, not too much. So I think I have kind of a unique situation. So 2 years ago, my boss helped my fiance and I buy a house for cash. We at the time we couldn't finance it, so he paid cash for it in Howell, $120,000. Neighbor's house just sold for right around $200,000, and we're in a position now where we'd like to finance it and purchase it from them. We both have good jobs. I have a bankruptcy on my record due to something completely different from a lawsuit, and she has amazing credit. We're getting married in June, and we'd like to purchase and close on the house before the wedding. We didn't know if we could buy it jointly and use my income, even though I have a bankruptcy, and then her credit, and she has a good job.
Hey, Zach, is the house in your boss's name right now?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Are you on title to the house?
I'm not. We have a contract for, I guess, kind of like a land contract. I've been paying $1,000 a month for the last 2 years.
Hold on, time out. Is it kind of like a land contract, or is it a land contract?
It's not a land. It's a scribble down on a piece of paper.
Did you determine the price he's going to sell it to you for?
Yes, we put an amortization together and a payment plan, so I know roughly about what the price is. I think it's right around 110 is what I'm going to be paying.
And Zach,
I haven't looked at
Zach, how long ago was your bankruptcy?
October.
October of last year?
October of last year.
Okay,
yes.
so you're out. So it's got to go in your fiance's name.
Yeah, she makes $40,000. What does she make?
She makes around 35.
That's going to be close. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of debt.
Is there any other debt that she has? Car payments, student loans, credit card debt, anything?
Zero.
Nothing.
Zero.
We can probably make it work in her name.
Yeah.
So we would do. You buy it from your boss, and we can go that route.
Okay.
So
I'm just curious. Were you making payments? Is that why you're paying $10,000 less than what your boss paid?
I've been making payments to him, yeah.
Okay.
All right, he's got a lot of built-in equity. You guys did good.
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
Yeah. Sounds like your boss did you a solid, too.
Yeah, no, he definitely helped us out. And I've just been paying him $1,000 a month for the last 2 years. So whatever the amortization shows.
Zach, good job, man. That's our favorite call of the day, and we'll definitely follow up with you right after the show and get you guys started. Thank you very much. It's a great call.
Thanks, guys.
All right, a lot of those things are happening out there. I mean, again, you want to do it the right way. We would have rather heard that there's an actual land contract that's recorded. Then he would just be refinancing the house.
Or he was on the title.
Put your name on title to the property, but we can still arrange the transaction and show you guys the right way to do it. Let's continue the calls. What are we going to say, Alex?
I was just saying, there's a bar in Howell called Bar None.
Oh, yeah, that's one of your stops.
Dude, I live nowhere near there, so I don't like to drive anywhere.
Yeah, the Uber doesn't go there.
My buddy owns it. They've got this hamburger. It has like chili on it. It's like this Tex-Mex hamburger. Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
You're trying to get a free burger up there again. You're trying to work my angle.
One of my best buddies.
Shout out.
One of my best buddies owns it, so I don't pay for it anyway.
Let's go after the show.
All right, bar none. There's the place to go.
I pay for Keno. That's about all I pay for there.
Hey,
free burger today.
We'll go out to Andre this morning out in Detroit. Hey, good morning, Andre. You're live on the ticket. Go ahead.
Good AM to you guys.
Good morning, sir.
I had a simple situation, and I don't know what to do. I filed bankruptcy in 2013, and I just wanted to get some info from you guys on how long should I, or wait until I be able to purchase a home.
Was there a house in the bankruptcy, Andre?
No, it wasn't. It was medical bills and a truck.
So if you've reestablished your credit, you should be good to go. Have you opened up a new credit card or anything else since then to reestablish a payment history after the bankruptcy?
No idea. I haven't opened up anything. I've been kind of weary of doing it.
I understand. I totally understand, sir. I mean, the best thing to do is we got to reestablish a payment history for you, because when you file bankruptcy, it basically, you go back to zero. So, I want to see a couple credit cards, open a couple credit cards and charge gas, once a month.
And then make the payment back, and that'll reestablish your credit. Your credit score will be built up again. And then, like Alex said, after the bankruptcy, you'll have reestablished credit.
Yeah.
We don't mean to go into debt. Yeah, we don't want you to go into debt.
Okay. So so you're saying if I open up a couple credit cards as of next month,
right?
What's the timetable from there?
It really depends, Andra. I want to pull your credit and see exactly, what I'm looking at. I want to see the whole picture. We'd like to see maybe 2 lines of credit with 12 months history on each of them. Are you renting right now?
Yeah, and that's another thing. I know you guys got a lot of calls and don't have time, but that's another predicament. I'm in a home right now.
This is my job. I'm happy to talk to you as long as we need to. This is what I do for a living, man. So no worries about that.
I'm in a home now that's in foreclosure, and I got it through my niece. It's in my niece's name. She lives in California, but the house would be in foreclosure next month.
Oh, you need to get out. You need to rent somewhere else.
So she's not paying on that mortgage?
She cut it loose.
She cut it loose. So you're living. All right. There's a lot of action going on right there. A lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving parts.
Let me call you after the show, and let me see what I can pull together for you, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
No worries, partner.
Thank
I'll
you
call you
very
a
much
little
for
bit.
the call.
Thanks for the call, Andre. All right, 248-539-9797. Do you want to sneak in a phone call? We're going to go to a quick one out here. We got Tom out in Brighton. Tom, be quick. Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, Tom.
Tom, what's happening?
Fine, nothing. Hey, I have a son who's going to buy his first home, and I'm not sure whether he'll qualify for a mortgage for the amount or not. So I was going to co-sign, and I'm wondering what the requirements are, or hoops I have to jump through in order to, benefit his situation.
Nothing really. I mean, the biggest issue you're going to have is you're obligated, if he doesn't make a payment on that house. You're going to make sure you stay on point and make sure he's making his payment. Why do you think that? Why do you think he wouldn't qualify?
I really don't know. I'm just a real cautious guy.
That's
right?
okay.
Right.
No, and Tom, I think that's
great.
great.
Whatever house he buys, I'm sure I could rent it for income property.
Right.
Which gets to my second part of this. I have 4 mortgages currently because I have income property. Does that cause a problem co-signing?
No, absolutely not.
Appreciate you guys talking to me. Thanks.
Yeah, Tom, I'll call you for the show, buddy. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Tom, hopefully you can hook your son up with a new mortgage.
He's going to be the non-owner occupant. I think either going Freddie or FHA, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he can co-sign for him. There's nothing outside the box about co-signing for somebody. You just have to make sure that they're making the payment, because there's nothing worse than when you see, someone calls, say, hey, I'm buying another house, and you run their credit, and there's 50 lates from a car they co-signed for.
Well, of course, in this situation, too, the gentleman did mention he has 4 rental properties. All these debts do count against you. So, again, if you have mortgages and leases out there and things of that nature, These things are going to count against you. You
I
are
think Alex hit
responsible
the
for
nail on the
tax
head.
insurance.
We want to run the Sun's credit and see what the story is there.
Be able to go on his own.
He might be able to qualify on his own.
So often we see that. He's probably one of those millennials, and they're out in bunches now. Now they're making up. Alex, this is your group of people.
No, it's not. What's up? That's not even close.
Yeah,
dude.
born between 81 and 97. When were you born?
78.
What are you, like a young Generation Xer? Then what would you be?
My Generation X?
Harvey has 5 different kinds of tomatoes in his garden.
Yeah.
You know this.
The elusive.
And there's only been 2 Federal Reserve chairmen.
Oh,
you know that.
yes. Oh, yeah.
All the factual.
Harvey is, you got to fact check Harvey on everything.
Give me a break. All right, gentlemen, that was it. The fastest show in Southeast Michigan, the Hardcore Mortgage Show. Again, want to thank Dan Dubinsky for coming in. Hey, call Capital Mortgage all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We would love to have you as new clients. Learn what it takes to purchase a home. Also, you can always shoot us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. I see Dan Leach and Pat Caputo. They're coming in with sports and social commentary. Keep it here.
Proceeding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Lose 20 to 45 pounds in 40 days guaranteed with the Nutrimost Ultimate Weight Loss System. Say goodbye to fad diets and exhausting workouts. The Nutrimost system permanently resets your body's metabolism to its optimal fat-burning state, so you'll lose weight and keep it off for good. No hunger, no nighttime cravings, and no bland prepackaged food. Call 800-IDEAL-U now to schedule your full body evaluation. Call 800-IDEAL-U right now.
Welcome to the best comps this side of Vegas town. Higher tiers mean